Welcome to Same Cast, Different Day podcast. I am Martel Rowland, your host. Did I say rolling or rolling again? Oh my God. I am Martel Rowland, your host. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of Same Cast, Different Day podcast. Crystal B will be joining in eventually. I don't know when, but will be joining in. Before I get into my tangent for this episode, so I just came across this right before I started recording the podcast for this week, and I was like, I have to put this out there because I have never seen anything of this nature. So, Reflection Salon and Company is a hair salon that is located in Mount Haribo. I don't know how you pronounce that, y'all, Wisconsin, but the address is 117 East Main Street, and you can contact Nathan Hurd. I'm sorry, Nathan, for pronouncing last night. Oh my God, what is up with my English today? I'm sorry for pronouncing it last time, but Nathan Hurd. Uh, telephone. Well, I don't know if you feel comfortable with me giving out his telephone number on here, but what's made this stand out to me is that he's looking for a stylist, and it's 100% independent. This means that they can run their own private business, customer service, menu pricing, and schedule personally while sharing a safe salon space with a safe, beautiful salon space. Because what I see from the pictures is very beautiful, and following COVID-19 guidelines. There's some storage space for your personal items, custom workstations, comfortable reclining, backwash stations, and it's a ton of natural lighting. I love this idea, and I love the fact that he gives stylists the opportunity for, because I know for some stylists, it's like when you work in a hair salon, somebody's hair salon, you have to go by their prices, and that, oh my, sorry, the sound just threw me off. Damn museum. You have to go by their prices and their rules and everything else goes on with working in somebody else's salon, in which I get, and this give you the opportunity to be totally independent and be able to do your own thing and to make your own prices. I think a lot of people who will look into something like this, like, I can be in an actual salon setting and make my own prices that don't have to go off of this person price, and all that stuff, type of stuff to go with it. So make sure you guys check it out. If you're a stylist and you're interested in this, Reflection Salon and Company, please hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any other podcast things, and I will get you linked up with Nathan on this. Please take advantage of this opportunity if you are a stylist, because this is an amazing opportunity for a stylist who is looking to be able to basically run their own business inside of a salon, and in a safe environment, and have a nice place to work. So make sure you guys hit me up for the information. Also, don't forget to head over to Raise Energies. Head over to Raise Energies and receive 10% off your purchase. You can use code Martel1 to receive 10% off your purchase, and also head over to habits365.com where you can receive 20% off your purchase over at habits365.com. Y'all, my English is not working today at all. I don't know what is going on with my English, but it is just not working. So my tangent for this episode, I think the last two episodes, I don't think I've had a tangent for them episodes. So my tangent for this episode is, when I first saw this, I was like, you have to be shitting me when I had first saw this. So if you all don't know, I'm located here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and there has been this problem with speeding and reckless driving and all these and all these other things. And uh okay, so I'm just gonna read. So it said Milwaukee may consider lowering citywide speed limits to 20 miles per hour on some residential streets. And I read that and I'm like, I put this in the comments on the news outlet Facebook page who reported this. So I read this comment and I'm like, who was sitting at their desk and sat there and thought, we should lower the speed limit in residential zones, and that would teach them not to speed. And I'm really sitting there thinking, like, who thought that was a brilliant idea? I'm like, nobody drives the posted speed limit as if already. Most people drive at least 10 to 15 to 20 miles over the speed limit, depending on where they are. You have some people who are driving 60 miles an hour on some of these like city streets and side streets, and depending on where they at. So I'm sitting up here really thinking, like, what alderman or whatever city person, rule person that make up rules for the city, like, who really sat there at their desk? I wonder if it was one single person or this was like a committee of people, like they sat around a table and they just threw ideas out there and it was all like, oh yeah, let's go with that. Like, that really makes me wonder if they did that, or what person really sat at their desk and was just twiddling their thumbs. It was like, yeah, lowering the speed limit would teach them a lesson. Like, what? Like, nobody is even following your current speed limits that's posted. Nobody is following the current rules that you have in place right now at this very exact moment. So I'm just really sitting up here. I'm just really sitting here trying to figure out, like, who thought of this? Like, how dumb or how bored, or I just, what is lowering the speed limit going to do? Because from what I thought that the speed limit was already 20 miles per hour, 20 to 25 miles per hour when you're driving in a residential zone, because when you're driving through a school zone, the speed limit is 20. So I'm like, if you're in a residential zone, I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be driving 30 miles an hour. I know it's supposed to be less than 30 miles an hour that you're supposed to be driving. And nobody really does that, especially if you see some of these young people driving. Oh my God, like they would do like 50 in a residential area and would not have a care in the world. So I'm just really taken by the stupidity that this lawmaker came up with. It just, y'all, it just had me baffled right now of how much of a stupidity that was. Yeah, so moving on. Moving along. Oh, hey everybody. I had to pause for a quick second to gather my notes and stuff, but then Crystal just happened to pop in when I hit record again.
Hey, I'm here.
Oh my goodness. That was loud.
That was loud?
I think I had my the ear things turned up too high.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Oh, no, I was just going on a tangent about something that was reported on 5-6 News where they're talking about lowering the speed limit to 20 miles per hour. I mean,
where
they to lowering the speed limit in some residential areas in Milwaukee to 20 miles per hour. I'm like, and I was just telling our audience, like, that doesn't make any sense. And what idiots at their office is getting, quick second to go back on it, guys. I'm sorry. This person is getting paid to come up with this idea too. I had said, like they were sitting at their desk and they were like, yeah, lowering the speed limit to residential areas to 20 miles per hour is going to fix them. That's going to curb the reckless driving problem we have in speeding. Like, no, it isn't. Like, nobody follows the posted speed limits anyway. Because if you know me, when it comes to the highway, I do criminal speeds anyway.
True. I'm just looking up a little information here on our information for tonight for part of the podcast.
Oh,
getting that kind of ready to go here.
And then I also talked about so there was this there's this salon. It's I don't know if I was pronouncing it right. It's called, it was in Mount Horeb, Horeb is how it's pronounced.
HORBB.
Horeb. It's in Wisconsin, and it's called. Well, it's a
Oh,
salon.
oh, Mount Horeb.
Okay, Mount
Yeah,
Horeb, Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. There we go. See, Nathan,
yeah,
Crystal, help me get it right.
correct. Yep.
So Nathan had
Way to
posted.
go.
He had posted. It's a salon that he owns. It's called Reflection Salon and Company, and basically it allows stylists to make their own prices, their own hours, their own scheduling, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And which a lot of salons don't do because you have to go by their rules, their pricing, and use their products.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just telling the listeners, anybody that's in the Wisconsin area or in that area and is interested in being a stylist and working there, I have never seen anything like this. So like when I hear about most salons, they all have their own set prices where even if you are your own stylist, you have to charge their prices. So I figured this was a huge opportunity to help people to get out there.
I'm gonna give you just the location because I have to, like I said, as you can see, I'm currently Crystal is still under the medical treatment of just taking it easy. But as to Mount Horeb, I believe I'm gonna look to see.
We still don't know.
Well, I'll
Oh,
tell you what. I'll tell you what. When
and
when
the
you're
address again is 117 East Main Street.
so Mount Horeb is actually kind of southwest of Madison. So anyone in the Madison metro area, if you're in Madison, Sun Prairie, that would include all the way up to the Dells, Portage, around that area, Finchburg, stuff like that. You're in that area, all the way down to Janesville and around to Platteville. If you're in that area, anywhere in those, I would recommend heading over there.
Head on over there, people. Um, so there was some stuff going on. So I wanted to talk about some stuff, but was actually only two other things. So, but the first thing is once again the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. So as of to this recording, the jurors were still deliberating. So if they have a breaking news tomorrow and they come up with a guilty verdict, me and Crystal might just have to do a bonus episode tomorrow and get on here and discuss that for y'all. It might be like a short 10-minute episode just for y'all to have. So yeah. So Kyle Rittenhouse. So I have never heard of this process being done in a courthouse ever in my life. This judge had the nerve to say just right before I hit record, I was watching the video, and he had the nerve to say that the practice that he chose they have been doing for the last 20 years in that courthouse. So basically, they have a Tumblr thing, and they got like all the juror numbers in there, and they let Kyle Rittenhouse pick each. Basically, he went and reached his hand in and picked out his jurors for his trial.
What?
So he picked the number. So like if it was like 18 jurors, he went there and picked out 12. He picked up 12 balls probably. And he 12 of the balls had a juror number on there. And that's who is the people just deliberating on his trial.
So instead of a district attorney, excuse me, Chris can talk, that normally would pick the jurors to make the selection, this is how it was done?
That's how it was done. I said, this is not white privilege at its best. I have never heard of anything like this. And this judge had the nerve to say that this has been what they have done in Kenosha for the last 20 years, or at least in his court for the last 20 years, where he let the person who is on trial pick the juror numbers. I'm like, what?
That don't sound right.
That's what I said. So I'm like, this is going to head in a bad direction. I got a feeling that this is going to end with Kenosha being burned down.
Oh God.
I'm hoping that he get the guilty verdict. A lot of people are saying that he's innocent. And I said, once again, this guy came with a rifle. You brought a rifle to a protest. Now, as far as I know, the people who did have guns that were in price out there burning down stuff didn't have their guns out. And then one of the guys said that yes, he did have his gun pointed at Kyle Rittenhouse first before Kyle Rittenhouse shot him, and that was the one that survived. And I'm like, of course he would have his gun drawn first if he's seen that this kid or person just gunned down two people and killed them. Of course he's going to have his gun drawn if Kyle Rittenhouse come towards him. That's not a self-defense. So you see somebody walking towards you that you saw kill or shoot and kill 2 people prior to coming at you, will you have your gun drawn?
Oh yeah, I mean, for if depend on if you have a weapon or not.
Yeah, so the third guy he shot and that survived had a gun, and he said when he was on trial that he did have his gun pointed at Kyle Rittenhouse first. And then in my hand, I'm thinking like, well, if I see somebody coming at me with a semi-automatic rifle, and this person we already don't have gunshots and seeing 2 people get shot, why wouldn't I have my gun drawn at this person that's coming towards me with this rifle?
Yeah.
And then one of the people he shot in the back and killed. So if their back was turned towards him, why are you shooting and killing them? I guess, and that's the guy who he killed. They say the guy hit him with a skateboard. Once again, his first victim, the guy that hit him with the skateboard was the where did Old Man Theater come from? The guy who hit him with the skateboard was the second victim. So that means after he saw you gun down the first victim, he came charging after you with a skateboard, and you ended up shooting him in the back. Once again, he didn't really have a weapon. Like, you got a rifle versus a skateboard.
Which in all sense, I mean, they're the 2 people that were killed. Okay, we're white. Okay, first of all, they were white.
Everybody was white that he shot.
Actually, and they actually were criminals. These people actually died. They're criminals, like high-profile criminals. So did he do some good for society?
No.
No, maybe they didn't have high-profile criminal cases against them.
No. The people that the not Kyle, against those people that were trying to and try to.
Crystal, your internet is bad. You got to repeat it.
Rittenhouse.
So he went to the crowd charging at them with a gun. So once again, you're walking around with an assault rifle,
yes,
which is intimidation, first of all, and then you walking towards people who are rioting and protesting or whatever it is that they're doing, and they have and whatever they're doing, you still don't have the right to shoot to kill. If police officers don't even have the right to shoot to kill. So even if you wasn't threatened in any way, like you shot the first guy, he had his hands up. You saw that there was nothing in his hands, and you continued to shoot him 3 more times before the guy even engaged with you with the skateboard. So you were just gunning down people just for the hell of it at that point.
Which
that's not self-defense. Like he's trying to claim self-defense, and it's not self-defense when you basically bring a gun to a fist fight.
Yeah.
Regardless to them being criminals or not, they still don't have the right.
Right. Oh man, Theater, what? Don't nobody want to see your chin.
Hello there.
All they see is chin. Lord have mercy. He must be somewhere pretending like he's working.
Stuff in my face.
Yeah, move your. Oh. There you go. There he is. Yay,
stuff in my face all on the back. Stuff in my face.
Lord have mercy.
I'm getting you guys. I'm gonna have to click in and click back on. I can hardly hear you.
Now, what is wrong with all y'all sound issues?
I don't know. I can hear you.
With me, it's not me.
I hear y'all.
My audio is. Well, wait. I do got my gain turned down. My audio is perfect.
Oh, jeez. My gosh.
Yeah, but the whole issue of self-defense, though, I just I can't get over that. And then letting him pick his own jurors too. It was just like, why?
It's a setup.
So and then I believe the prosecutor. So the prosecutor said that Kyle Rittenhouse provoked it. This was the start. This was the start of the incident. The prosecutor declared. He added, "You lose the right to self-defense when you're the one who brought the gun, when you're the one creating the danger, and when you're the one provoking other people." Is what the prosecutor stated.
So
which I believe is true.
So, I mean, in all essence, yes, he brought the weapon. He did consider him, he was trying to do self-defense, facts, but to pick out his jurors of choice, and this has been going on for X amount of time. Now, again, I don't know if that's normal for that county or that area of the state, but like, I always have to think, this is where I have to think. So you have him, but then we also have Mr. Blake, Mr. Jacob Blake, right? Which was kind of taken in the wrong essence. So you have two different people in two different scenarios. And I mean, like I said, they're saying here he's got first degree homicide charges on him right now. As of right now.
Who?
With Kyle Reichenhaus.
He has 2 first degree because he was certain 2 life sentences if convicted of both.
I'm just going to read what
they trying to talking it down the second degree.
Yeah. Which I feel if this was a little minority, a black kid, this wouldn't have got talked down to the second degree. They would have charged him with everything possible that they can't even charge him with. And like I said, they would have took them a year to start this court case, and this is something that would have been sealed, done, and over with by now. That book would have been thrown at him, and he would have been locked up already.
Yep.
Prime example. So look at that other case that's going on also in in another state where they chased that man. He's jogging. That's going on. They talk. It's just too much.
Yeah, and people are constantly getting away with these situations, which I just feel is just crazy. Just constantly seeing them get away with this, and like I said, like, it's just so many incidents. Like when a black person, I wouldn't say black, whether they're black, Mexican, Indian, even if they are an Arabian person, when they are convicted of high profile cases like this, or sometimes they are a victim of something, the news media will go through everything possible to make the person who is the victim or the person who's tried in that case look like a monster. They would go dig up some of these people have done they did crimes, they served their time, some of them got their lives together. If they're on the victim side, got their lives together. And I'm living the right life right now. But because I'm a victim, you're gonna bring up my past. Like, everybody has a past, but because I happen to be in a situation where I was wrongfully accused of something, or I got shot and killed by a police officer, they're always automatically victimized as a monster. Like, for instance, when the guy who son that got killed when they had the little manhunts for the the 3-year-old boy who got killed.
Right.
When it was all said and done and they found the little boy, whatever, as soon as they found the little boy and a funeral service came, the kid's mother family got on the news and started talking bad about the father. Oh, he didn't show up for the funeral, and he wasn't the best dad, and he wasn't this and that. Then the news media was talking about, oh, he has 3 open warrants on him already. Like, soon as they had the opportunity to drag this man through the dirt, they did that. Now, but then when a white person get into the same situations that Jacob Blake was in, or the guy who was running and got shot and killed innocently, when a white person is in one of those situations, they gonna say, oh, they were troubled. It's the term that they use. They had a troubled childhood, or they had a traumatic experience, and because like the guy who went and shot at the movie theater, was the Batman movie theater or something like that. They didn't label him. They didn't go through his history and like, oh, he was arrested for this and that, or had a parking ticket for this. No, they said that he had a troubled childhood, or he was disturbed. Things of that nature. They don't label them as monsters. Like these people that have probably killed 18 to 20 some people are not labeled as monsters, but because I was shot and killed by a police officer minding my own business, I'm being labeled as a monster.
Wherever they can nitpick, the media will nitpick at anybody that they can nitpick at, and they're gonna look for all the minorities, which sucks.
Well, that was the police department that dug
So
up that dirt on him, though.
you know, it
As
is.
that father went.
Yeah, because they did show up at the funeral to try to arrest him.
Yeah, that's what they were working on doing because he was bad mouthing the police department. They had to find some kind of dirt on him to throw out there to show. Okay, well, if he's so much of he grieving over his kid or whatever, he's so much of a super dad. Why does he have these warrants? Why did he abuse her in the past and all this other stuff? That doesn't have nothing to do with what's going on now.
Exactly. Crystal, who told you to disappear?
I gotta sit up a little bit here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want no boobs popping out on camera.
we don't want a Janet Jackson thing going on.
Yeah, we don't want a Janet Jackson going
on. No, we don't want that. No.
Hey, then you could just blame it on my trail. It was all his fault.
What? Why would you do such a thing?
It was all Martel. He did it. He's the one that did it.
Lord have mercy. Y'all did not show up to work thinking I was gonna make Old Man Theater feel so old, and it took me an hour to realize that Old Man Theater don't work today. I had so many old jokes lined up, all kind of old man jokes, and I was like, man, hopefully I remember them.
I
tell you,
that's so funny.
But yeah, the country and the media, though, they need to do better, and when they covering these controversies and stuff going on, they just have to do better.
They can't be one-sided. They got to start like being straight with the people. They got to be honest. You need both sides of the story, straight up.
Yeah, and as I said, my biggest issue is, like I said, like what happened with Jacob Blake. Like this man was killed 7 times, but I said killed, shot 7 or 8 times, whatever how many times he was shot, and like they kept on saying, "Oh, he lunged at the police." Like he didn't lunge. He might have pulled away from him, but he never lunged at the police officers.
He bent over in his vehicle and y'all unloaded on him.
And then on top of that, like there was like, oh, he had a domestic violence case against his girlfriend or something like that. I'm like, but he was called over there though. And he was called over there and the police got called and he just happened to be in the middle of the whole entire situation that was going on. This man was somewhere else minding his own business. His girlfriend or baby mom over here arguing with somebody. He get caught over there. The police get caught. He end up in the middle of this whole situation getting blamed for everything that happened.
But think about the whole thing. What was it, 3 or 4 cops trailing him around a vehicle? Yep. They couldn't have jumped him before he opened up his car door. Come on now.
There was so many opportunities they had to take him down peacefully before shooting him.
It was a setup for once he opened up the door, let me unload on him. He couldn't. He was reaching for something. And then they found a knife in his car. Who said he was reaching for a damn knife to turn around to bring the gunfight?
And then on top of that, who's dumb enough to try to take a knife like that and swing it at a police officer? Ain't nobody that dumb. They know, especially if they're black, they know they're gonna get shot dead. You can't even raise your finger at a police officer without getting shot dead if you're black. So I'm definitely like with the media and a lot of people just need to stop digging up these people past and making them look like monsters when they're not monsters. Like some of these people, like I said, they went to jail, they did their time, they turned their life around, they on the straight and narrow now, they living their life, minding their own business, and so ended up in these wrong places at the wrong time.
Why couldn't they have just shot the tires down the vehicle? Why can't they do what they used to years ago? Why can't you shoot the tires off? Seriously, it's easy to shoot tires on the vehicle. If they take off and keep going on the road, eventually it's going to destroy some part of the vehicle.
My whole thing is with the Jacob Blake thing, to release that many shots while there's children in the car. There were children in the back seat of that car.
Yeah.
So y'all released all them shots, not knowing if one of those bullets could have ricocheted off and kill one of those kids or not. Well, thank God none of the kids got injured, but that could have happened.
And it was from the back.
Right.
I mean, my whole thing is in a nutshell, it was 3 or 4 of them. His hands is free. You see, he don't have nothing in his damn hands. He's going around the vehicle. Y'all reach for him. He snatch away. You reach for him. He snatch away. It's 3 of y'all. Okay, let's jump him.
He looked like he didn't weigh no more than 150, 160 pounds.
So
you mean to tell me all y'all weight combined couldn't take him down peacefully?
A lot of times they be too scared and intimidated on and I don't mean to sound racist, black people. Okay, when we wind up grabbing Joe, he might whoop our ass or something. You know, but it is what it is. I mean, it was enough for them to take him down without shooting him, and I don't see how. It's no such thing as justice. It's just us, and it don't have to necessarily say that it's all black, because some of the
like I said, it'd be Mexicans, Latinos, it'd be sometimes Arabic people. You had Chinese people getting beat up just because they Chinese. It's not. It's everybody. It just feels like everybody who's not of European descent. It feels like us against them.
Well, without money.
That too.
You know, and I feel like it's the whole reason why this thing is going on, like it's going on this case with old boy, is because a millionaire, billionaire, whatever, you stepped up and paid for his bail, or they put together paid for his bail, and it turns into a really high profile case, and they're trying what they could do. That's the good old boys. They're trying what they could do to get them off.
And it's crazy because I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but I'm like, his mom just kept claiming like, oh, he was just so distraught after this happened. He didn't sleep. He didn't do this for days. I'm like, but as soon as he got out of jail, he was at a bar underage. At a bar.
Excuse me?
Partying.
Saying it like this, that bitch should be charged too.
Yes.
She should be a part of this case. That's a kid. I'm sorry for saying it like that. I'm speaking the way that it is. You took a kid
across the border
and dropped him off.
It's like the person. I don't know if the person who gave him the gun got convicted. They need to be convicted.
Yes,
because they should be party to the crime. Whatever Kyle Rittenhouse get, whatever jail time Kyle Rittenhouse, if he do get convicted, whatever jail time he getting for these murders, the person who gave him the gun should at least get half that sentence.
And like I said, his mom for birthing his ass.
And then the crazy part about it, though, the news when they were talking about Kyle Rittenhouse passed, like, oh, he was a police cadet or something like that, like one of those junior police officers, they in high school or whatever. They tried to pull that card, like, oh, he was just such a good boy and da 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 da. I'm like, let that, like I said, let that even be let that even been a Mexican kid that was on trial right now. They would have said he was a gang banger. He sold drugs. It would have been all kind of stuff brought said about him.
That's true.
Well, it's all about the backing. I mean, he got some people in power that's trying to get him out, and
Trump,
the Errol, how do you pronounce it? Played part in it. So there was a black thing going on. No matter what color I shot, they still. Oh well, let me dig up. He was the molester. He was this. He was that. That still don't make no damn difference. You pointing guns at people. You walking up and down the street like you some kind of super fucking hero. And for another thing that he was breaking the law. You 17 years old. You're not supposed to be standing up there fucking smoking either.
Exactly.
That was against the law.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody saying nothing about that, even though that's a weak charge. But it's just so much shit that he did and walking along or whatever have you. And they told me, oh, well, you can't use that against him because that wasn't the way that it was seeming. And then I was watching some parts of when they was zooming in on some things where the pixel you could change and this and that, but when the defense or whatever was doing it, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't, the state or whatever couldn't do. Oh, well, yeah, because that could show the wrong picture. Then again, you could not see this.
And then they told us that the prosecutor cannot identify them as victims. The people that he killed, like they are victims. He shot and killed them. They're victims.
They got family too, man. Just and as far as anybody, man, you kill somebody and that magnitude or whatever have you deserve what you get. I don't care whether you're black, white, pink, yellow, green, or orange.
Mm-hmm.
It was you had no business out there. And then I mean the thing that really kills me, you turn around and say that the people call you. I know the car lots out there because I was out there looking for a van then before I bought the 2 vans that I bought. But how are you gonna say that you was called out there? You was told by the owners, then all of a sudden you retracted that. Oh, I didn't actually talk to the owners. My friend did, and he said, and they said, and then toward the end, okay, well they did call back and request me. Who the hell are you?
Right, and then on top of that, where is these owners at? How come these owners who y'all claim called y'all there to protect their property didn't testify?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because these people should have testified under oath saying, yes, I did call them, which they didn't.
Right. And these direct people.
Yep. Go ahead, Theo.
It's just saying that I'm just saying they should have been able to identify the people that they asked to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because of my car lot, my property, I'm gonna be able to identify you and everybody else.
But and the crazy part is some of these property owners, all that was going on, they wasn't really like, yes, they will lose money, whatever, because they had to rebuild and all this kind of stuff. But at the same time, they have insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance will take care of that. So there's no need for me to hire extra people with rifles to protect my property. And then the thing about it is he was on multiple properties. He was just walking around. And then the crazy part about it is let somebody of a minority descent be walking past with the National Guards, whatever, just walk past with a rifle. And this boy actually got in a car and went home. And they had to look for him 2 days after this shooting. Like a person of color or like I said, like even they could be an Arabic descent. They always, people look at them like, oh, they're a bomber. Like, no, they're not. They're like, some Arabics are some of the most loving people. I don't know why people have such a problem with them. I actually love some of them. They're very loving people, but they are labeled as terrorists and all this kind of stuff. And I said, but also y'all let this 17-year-old boy walk past National Guardsmen, police, and everything, cop cars, everything, and got in his vehicle and drove home like nothing happened. But he was just so torn up about this whole situation, though. Like, you got to be shitting me.
Well, they did convict, I believe it was a prosecutor from a East Coast state that was actually funding for Kyle Redcare to not be in jail. And
they I did hear about that.
They caught, now again, I don't remember, somewhere on the East Coast, I don't remember what state, but that was a...
Yeah, because that's when they had
again,
that fundraiser.
To pick sides, but there was a gentleman... Yes.
Yeah, that's when they had that fundraiser for Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever for his legal fees and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. So there was cops, there was detectives, there was district attorneys put money into this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They're good at
it.
The Proud Boys is what they call.
Yeah. Cowards.
But they all them Trump supporters. That's how you know they were all Trump supporters. These are all Trump supporters who are in favor of Kyle Rittenhouse. Like I said, like if these people would have had guns, and I said they had guns drawn, and they was coming after him or running after him with a gun, I was like, oh yes, that's defense, case closed, blah blah blah. But these were unarmed people.
Now I could see the people that had warrants. Okay, I could see, but I don't see pursuing to kill them. Okay, I could see trying to disarm them. Okay, handcuff them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see the point of
Because I
like
think
Theo said.
they said one of the victims grabbed the barrel of his gun, and his lawyer, his defense team, lawyer team, whatever it's called, said that what they would have tried, they was trying to grab his gun to kill him. Like, no. Oh, like first of all, if somebody's walking towards you, you grab their gun and they got their gun aimed down. Like some people, you grab them, I'm just gonna take your gun and walk off with it. Oh, I'm gonna take your gun and throw it. They gonna do something. The first thing is not. I'm not afraid to grab your gun and take it from me and shoot you and kill you. That is the most dumbest reason I have heard for them to try to say that that's the reason why he had the right to shoot and kill him.
Martel. Check this out. The gun was like how they have it like this.
Yeah.
How's he gonna take your gun and you got a strap on it?
Exactly. And if you grab
machine guns,
if you got and if they're grabbing the barrel of your gun and you got a good grip on it and hold on it, what can you do?
And it's strapped in there. It's got the left. He got the straps on there.
Yeah, I saw it right.
I mean, it's like this.
Yeah. Almost like a seatbelt, like how you strapping yourself into a seat. That's how he was strapped into that gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you going? I'm going with you.
Yep.
Exactly. So for them to be like, oh, the guy grabbed the barrel of the gun. I said, if he did, you already done shot him once. So now he got his hand like this. So now his hands is up like this. You shoot him again, but not only do you shoot him again, you shoot him an additional 2 more times.
Oh, all I knew is that.
Oh my God, that was the ugliest, fakest cry I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, get it out. Get it out.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, okay. Well, give him 10 minutes.
Well, Crystal, you might have to give him some for the last time before he go to jail.
Oh, I ain't giving him anything. No.
You might have to go ahead and just give him some.
No. So embarrassed. I want to turn my camera off right now.
What they call it here, a special conjugal visit.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Be like, hey, here go love this.
You know you would.
But like I mean, long story short, you guys are right. I mean, to me, like we talked about both scenarios, but we talked about Jacob and we talked about Kyle. Now Kyle considers considerably other than the joke from a bit ago.
Oh, Crystal, your internet.
But to me, am I okay?
Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, as for Jacob, okay, as for Mr. Blake, okay, they could have shot his tires out, okay. They could have shot his tires out. They could have stopped him prior to everything like that. I agree with that, 100%. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They had enough reasons to stop him. They had enough people to stop him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you were a civilian and you said you're going to help a police officer, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to help a police officer out, right? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they had enough time to do that. To me, they didn't need to shoot him in the legs. I'm agreeing with you guys, 100%. As for Kyle, he's underage. He's crossed the border, and people have brought to my attention. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. Again, we need to look more into this. But apparently, his father is in law enforcement in Illinois.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I'm going to have to look into that.
So that was actually brought up to me recently in a little kind of a group chat. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to know a little more about that. If he was doing a junior, like going to school to be a law enforcement agent, or his father was in law enforcement. Like I want to know what the facts are, because it would kind of build up to be why he went there and what his motives were. And if its motive was initially to take people out, okay, like actually like take them out and kill them, then there should be no reason why they can't lock him behind bars whatsoever. So I agree with you guys on both aspects. Now, as for Jacob Blake, I think they should have shot his tires out. And if he would have destroyed his vehicle, well, they destroy his vehicle. You know, you have enough GPS systems and communications that you can shut somebody's vehicle down just about right now. The electronics are out there. They can shut down a vehicle from 1987 going up. The cops have they can do it. So they could have done
my kid down.
But I'm saying, and I'm not calling anybody out, but it's out there. You know, why did they just do that procedure, right? Why is it got to be handicapped?
They probably too cheap to pay for the technology.
The whole nutshell is he was out there to do what he did, because if you really think about it, how many other shootings was it like that?
There was none. He was the only person who fired a gun there.
Yeah. The people that he hung with, why wasn't they threatened?
Exactly. Because if it was so much of a threat and they saw these people charging at him, they would have went over there to help him. He went off on his own by himself in this crowd of people with a rifle.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, they asked him, they said, well, why didn't you stay on the lot that you were supposed to be protecting? Or I just happened to walk off, something to that effect. He happened to walk off and wanted to venture out. Well, they said, well, when you saw stuff getting kind of ugly, why didn't you go back to the lot? Oh, well, and he's so familiar with Kenosha. He was telling them, I'm so familiar with Kenosha, I drive past these lots every day. They caught him in a lie on that. Well, why didn't you go back to such and such to the lot? Oh, no, I had to Google it. He talking about Google it or GP, Google it. I was trying to Google it. Okay, if you're so familiar with Kenosha, you could have walked right back to where you came from. When the dumpster caught on fire, if they pushing the dumpster up against the same man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get law enforcement there. I'm not trying to protect nobody's property unless it's my family, a dear friend, or something like that. I'm not out here to, like you said, they got insurance. And them cars are junk cars that's on them lots anyway. That and I'm being real with
like
you.
Bill the Butcher. I'm not Bill the Butcher, Big Bills.
The same damn place, just a different name, is on Port Washington in Green Bay.
Well, Washington
same lot. All them guys, Arab or India, whatever have you, it's all they all in one chain. I visited all them lots. I almost bought one out there. They tried to sell me a piece of junk, and then I looked at the plate. The plate up under there had Choice or whatever the name of them, the dealership out there in Kenosha. I said, all these places is the same. They sell junk cars that they don't check out. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be trying to protect nobody unless it's my family or immediate friends or whatever. Well, I put it like this. I don't really have friends. They have to turn into like family after so long. Now you, Martel,
you know what?
hey, wait. Theo come save me, buddy. He'll come save me at least, you know. I know I'm a little distance away.
Chris, I'll be there in a minute for you, but that Martel thing with them old jokes, well, you know what? I probably have to save them too, just because I miss that theater. But he'll never tell a story where he saved my life. He be saying, oh, Christmas tree.
Don't you be jealous of the power of the Christmas tree.
See,
at least happy hamster Easter.
At least Theo will save me.
You know,
Theo will save me. Thank goodness for Theo. See?
You'll be right here. Now, him I have to kind of,
You know what? I see now you go.
What a little bit about.
I swear you going in home.
Why do he got people at work coming up to me talking about, oh, he ain't put you in no home yet? I'm like, And these is patients. They coming up to me. One of them talking about, where's the guy that was talking about putting me in Shady Pines? I said, he was, and his wife said, no, honey, he was talking about him. He said, I thought he was big old dude. He said, no. He said, I thought he was talking about me. I said, well, you can go to Shady Pines if you want to.
Someday, Theo, we'll be sitting good off the Martel into Shady Pines.
I mean, I keep saying, as long as there's Wi-Fi and Xbox there, by Xbox, I would gladly go. I don't even care.
See, look at it already.
I have no problem with going. I've been there with the rest of the old folks playing Xbox, breaking my hip and everything.
He already a young man in the old body anyway.
I know them young folks be working on my damn nerve. I swear.
Listen to this guy. Listen, he sounds like he's like 6 years old.
They do. They be working my nerve, all that loud talking and playing that. Like, I don't understand. Like, some of them, they be at work and stuff. Like, it's a time and a place to talk about certain stuff. So talking about dick and pussy and who you fucking real loud and stuff. I'm gonna fuck this nigga, or I have fucked this bitch, and all this kind of stuff. You don't have those conversations at the max volume in an area where there are patients walking through, and you're right outside of the administrator offices. You just don't have that kind of conversation at work.
Well, those are dear sweet co-workers that makes the rules for us.
Yeah.
But you didn't hear that from me.
I actually got to get to work earlier now because they want you to walk halfway across campus to clock in.
Exactly. I had to leave 5 minutes early now. I mean, well, you know what? I'm a senior citizen. I got my point.
Now you want to use the senior citizen card.
ARP card.
I bring that down with AARP.
Well, God damn it, go away.
He's pulling it out. He's pulling out gangster style, buddy. That's what's going on.
I mean, I wish I could get some good AARP discounts.
They ain't all of what they say they is.
I don't care. If they tell me I can get 10% off a meal, I'm taking it.
Yeah, you are cheap.
Exactly. It was funny because I was in the patio with Bonquisha one day, and I had bought 2 sodas, and I was like, wait, hold on, we might have to go back, and you have to refund me my money. We might have to go back and redo this over. And she was like, why? I was like, because I think when you buy 2 of them, they charge you an extra 2 cents when you buy 2 of them. So if I buy them separate, they take away the 2 cents. So we have to go back and do this as 2 separate charges. So I ain't got to pay the extra 2 cents. What?
Listen to this guy.
I refuse to give this state any more money than they need.
The same broke guy.
I'm poor.
You giving it to the state, you giving it to the place. I ain't gonna say the name, but you giving it to the place.
Yeah, true. I'm poor here. I already don't get paid enough money to deal with half the bull crap that's been going on.
That's why I just stay to myself. You know where to find me.
Why is you licking me, you stupid?
I don't come down there, hang around nobody. Now that poor cat gonna be sick.
Oh, whatever. Because I was like, I had came down today, and they was like, why you come down so late? So I said, I want to stand down here and look at them, all them fake supervisors standing down there with the fake smiles and stuff on. And here's the part that kills me, though. So they are upset at us. They don't like normally if you clock in 7 minutes early, you clock out 7 minutes early, leave and go home. I'm like, but they don't want you to do that. But y'all still want us to clock in 7 minutes early and stay to 3:30. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Now I'm just going to wait until 7 to clock in. But the supervisor's hours are 6:30 to 4. Sometimes when I'm in my car leaving, they're leaving campus going to their car. They're walking into the parking garage going to their car. So how is it that y'all want us to stay our full shift, but you supervisors are not staying your full shifts? Y'all leaving early as y'all want to, but then you get mad at us because we want to leave early. Like, how much of a double standard is that?
I mean, like I said, granted, I'm at work in management, but I don't leave early. I just have to go to one of the closest locations and do my meetings from whatever area I can go
but
from.
Like today, as I'm walking, across the skywalks today, I see one of the supervisors walking to their car. I'm like, so they can leave a half hour early, but our guys are on us about leaving 7 minutes early. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No.
Yeah, but you got to think about it like this too. Our co-workers that we deal with and work with help make the rules change for us.
Because they're some dummies.
Yeah, and I mean, you keep telling them the same thing over and over. I mean, you go in the meeting, then you leave out the meeting. You go in the meeting, you leave out getting fed something, and then you turn around that same day. You doing okay? Well, you can't be off your floor. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing that. Okay, and then once after the meeting, okay, I'm down on floor 3, and I'm supposed to be up on 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Theo. Yep. Point your phone up a little bit, buddy.
Oh.
There we go. Theo. Like to see your face. It'd be nice to see it.
Well, yeah, but like I said, they the one that's making this hard. But you try to tell them that no, and like I said, Martel, I can't blame it totally on management, because management can only make rules that other people, big shots even over them, see happening around. So the only way to get anything done right is people got to act right.
That is true.
True.
I mean, yeah, we have dirty people in all areas. In our area, I mean, a bunch of them in ours. Got dirty managers too. I'm not totally sticking up for one without the other, but the majority of the people that we get in there come in there with one thing on their mind. They smiling, Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Once they get through the door and get through their training, they totally it's and for yourself, it's a crew. It's a certain, it's us and it's them, and then it's me, because I'm by myself.
I be telling, I'm on a whole nother different level. I be telling people I don't get in trouble. Like, it's been times where I don't disappear for hours and I don't get in trouble. Like, I be telling certain people, like, you better learn these supervisor schedules when they walk the floor. And then I learn their schedule, so I know to be on the floor at a certain time. So that way they see me. As soon as they go on out that floor, it looks like I'm disappearing again.
Well, I think you just vanish in thin air anyway.
Do not.
Because you could turn a corner and look around and be like, damn, he was just right there. I'm gonna have to start checking them walls and see if they got any kind of push spaces that they revolve or something, because you can disappear pretty damn quickly.
I be telling people them stairwells be my best friend, because a lot of them supervisors, they ain't gonna use them stairs.
Hell no.
you know they not gonna use them stairs.
Look at now, Theo. Look at now. He's telling them everything on the podcast. Now if they listen to it,
and they still they don't listen to this.
I don't hear nothing till they catch me on Sunday. Oh, well, you're party to the crowd. No.
I had nothing to do with it. I'm just being, but it's crazy because like some of my former supervisors, like they already know, like we might not see him as much as we see the other staff, but when we walk the floors and we check what he did, we know that he did some work. It might not have been a lot, but it was enough that we get no calls downstairs.
So that means when I have my appointments, I can go yell in the certain areas. Martel, I can go yell.
I mean, it depends on what part of the hospital I'm working in that day.
He's subject to be anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm be real cranky the next few days because they got me on a schedule for like I think 12 or 13 days with only one day off, bastards. So
how's that?
Wow.
I'm only off this Thursday. Then this coming up weekend is my weekend of work, and then Thanksgiving fall on my day off, and then they won't give me another day off to make up for Thanksgiving being on my day off. So I have to work all the way through into next weekend. My next weekend off.
I'm so sorry. I come in this weekend to work with you.
I'll be hiding. Because I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Theo, I'll go with you, buddy. We'll go in and talk to him for a while.
I don't care if they hear this on the podcast, but it's been that one weekend I was so tired. I didn't even know I was asleep at work. I ain't even gonna lie.
You're taking a nap, huh?
I did not know I was asleep.
Oh,
be one of those moments.
Why did my BM talking about she was coming to take collection for a church for me the other day and then cussed me out when I told her I wasn't giving her notice?
I don't want to get started because she was so it was so funny because she was like, they try to sell fish dinners to raise money for the church and they ain't got the money to buy the fish.
Yeah, she's gonna tell me, I know you gonna buy a dinner. I'll be here such for you to buy dinner or make a donation. I said, what the hell make you think I'm gonna make a donation or buy some fish from your damn church and I ain't doing it for my own?
But they didn't got the money to buy the fish to sell the fish dinner.
They don't. So that's what she was taking up. That's what she was taking up collection for.
So they would have to use some of the money they was using. They have to use some of the money they was collecting for the dinners to put towards buying the fish for the dinner. So all the money ain't even gonna go towards the church because they gotta buy.
Oh, how does that help out? That's
well, you should have been down there when you cussed me out.
No. Rose, don't be mad at me when you listen to this because I'm telling you, it's just funny as hell. I can't.
Hey, she gonna talk about me too. You know that. And he said that shit on the damn podcast.
I might clip this, and this might be coming out tomorrow. This was a small clipping.
Who said that? I'm like, shit. I said, I ain't doing shit. You going to hell? I said, I'm already in hell.
Right. Oh my God. When she told me that, I was just so tickled. Like, what do you mean y'all don't got the money for the fish? I'm like, how y'all selling fish dinners and don't got the money for the fish?
Oh, hell no. I'm sure going to ask her when I see her. You talking about me giving a damn donation and buying a fish dinner? How the hell you going to sell me a fish dinner when you can't cook one?
Because she got me for $7. I'm like, Rose, I don't carry cash. I just happened to find a $5 in one of my old pants pockets that day. And so I had stuck it in my wallet and like she got my last $7.
Yeah.
I'm like, at least it's something. I donate to the church house.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't carry cash, period. So you rob me, you'll be practicing.
It was a miracle I had that on me. Because no, that's something normally I don't have it. No cash. To me, cash is for poor people.
Yeah, I ain't got time, man. I don't keep it long enough.
Exactly. Crystal, we still have to go put you on the poll.
No, not. I'm still on medical leave. I do have my fundraiser going, by the way.
When you get off of medical leave, you're going to be going on the poll. Wait, what? Your internet? You're frozen. Let it go. Let it go.
No, it's fine. Let it go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you're back.
There you go. Let it go.
You're back now.
How's that? Did it
Oh
work out
God, for you? No. So before I go, I've got to mention what am I thinking about?
What did you forget about to mention?
So don't forget to check out the salon. I gotta stop drinking.
Oh no, don't forget to check out the salon in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, near Madison. And the name of it is
Reflection Salon and Company. There we go. Don't forget to check that out. The owner name is Nathan. He did have, well, I guess I could say his phone number because he did post it online. No, I'm not gonna put his phone up because this is worldwide. There's some creeps out there. I didn't burp anyways. I cleared my throat.
Yeah, you burp.
If I would have burped,
Yeah.
it would sound like Barney from The Simpsons. If I would have burped.
Oh, hey, did you know there's wrestlers coming here in December?
Yeah, December 20th, Monday Night Raw. I'm thinking about getting a ticket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you guys look in the description tab, in the tab, you're going to see where it says support the podcast. We can donate money directly to the podcast. So just guys, let you know that whatever you donate, a portion of that would go to Power Safe Place, which is an organization over in Virginia for LGBTQ people.
Power Safe Place.
Yeah, I said Power Safe Place
in Virginia.
In Virginia, I said that, woman. Where they help out the locals over there who are either they're transitioning or need a temporary place to stay. You know, they provide a lot of services for them and taxi services, so if they need to get to appointments and so on, they're there to help. So if you donate any money that you donate directly to the podcast over the next year, a portion of that will go to Power Safe Place.
And don't forget to check out direct.me/samecast different name podcast. Also direct.me/ Martel Rowland.
I thought you were gonna keep going. I mean,
I didn't even do it. So direct.me/ Martel Rowland. Check me out. I'm Crystal B. Direct.me/ Crystal B. You can check out Mr. Theo for stopping in as our guest this evening. We really appreciate Theo for stopping in as our guest.
Old Man Theo. So for y'all that's gonna be watching on the YouTube version, I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the video, y'all gonna see it's gonna say Theo, aka Old Man Theater, up under there.
Yeah, TikTok live.
Theo, we'll take care of it later on. Maybe next year sometime. We'll take care of that problem for you.
And if you want to help out. Right. And if y'all want to help me out with some extra money, because I get commission off of this, if y'all head over to Raise Energies and use code Martel1, you receive 10% off your purchase. And if you head over to habits365.com and then use code Anthony4, you receive 20% off your purchase. And then I get 10% commission on whatever y'all buy. So just let y'all know. So make sure y'all help me out. So Habits 365 is a online clothing company. They sell different kinds of clothes and stuff. They got both man and women's clothing. I have a few of their shirts and stuff. So it's some pretty trendy stuff in there. There have been a lot of been a few celebrities wearing their stuff like Bow Wow, Floyd Mayweather. A lot of high profile celebrities been seen in their stuff, and it's pretty reasonably priced too. And then
I don't even know who those young guys is. Remember, I'm old man.
You know, everybody at least knows Floyd Mayweather.
Like,
oh yeah, I know that dude.
He's been seen in some of their shirts.
Who is Wow Wow?
Bow Wow? Oh my God.
Bow Wow.
Yeah, Bow Wow. You just don't know. Don't you move so fast across the floor. That's all part of the song I remember.
He's a Green Bay Packers fan, but little Bow Wow. So Bow
Wow. Who else?
The
what
other
else
place
is there?
what?
So the other places like energy drinks, and then you get like protein shakes. They have shirts. They have a lot of different kinds of products you need for it, whether it's pre-workout, if you're trying to gain like muscles and all that kind of stuff. They got like shakes and stuff to help you gain muscles, and they got energy drinks, all kind of stuff that you'll need. Okay. Let's say you get 10% off there with code Martel1, and then 20% off over at Habits 365 for the clothing.
All right.
And then Krista B, you want to give them your socials?
And don't forget, if you want to check, you want to check out our merch, because we have merch too, by the way.
Oh, merch store, cafepress.com/SCDD podcast for all your official podcast merch. Like this podcast shirt that I'm wearing, make sure y'all head over to Habits 365, cafepress.com/SCDD podcast.
So
that's probably about 2 shirts in my size that you're wearing, right?
You know what? Keep on. You're getting real close to that home, mister.
Theo, what would you like to give out your social medias if you would like to?
You ain't got no social medias but Facebook.
Facebook. That's it. Facebook.
He gonna go change his name on there to Old Man Theater so everybody.
And a little bit of TikTok.
So he's
Instagram, I'm on that too, but not I ain't familiar with it. So those three is the ones that I bounce backwards and forth on.
He is like a half a century years old.
So we will post Theo's socials. Mr. Martel, he's drinking out of his Same Cast Different Name podcast glass there. He's actually going to show everybody after he gets done drinking it. Everybody, there's our wine glass. So right there from Cafe Plus. My socials
actually this was custom made by Brittany Jones on Facebook, aka Baby Bop.
Okay. Never. Okay, I guess whatever. He's trying to overrun me already. Theo. Okay. Make me look like the bad chick already. That son of a buck. My socials are Crystal B at Facebook. You can check me out at the TikTok Clapper and Instagram at Miss Care Bear WI. You can check out Martel Rowland at these socials right now.
At least she didn't mention Snapchat, the old people app. So you can find me on the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, and the. I don't know if I said Facebook already. This is a good wine. It got me a little tipsy already. And then don't forget, you can find me on all my social medias at Martel Rowland. And don't forget to like the Martel Rowland page on Facebook and the Same Cast Different Day Facebook page. And don't forget to head over to Instagram and like the podcast Instagram page, which is Same Cast DFNT Day Podcast on Facebook. I think.
Hey, Martel. Ain't actually they
yes,
doing a candy cane lane on your street this year for 2 houses with Christmas lights?
Actually, I got my lights on right now. Actually, they're turned on now.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna keep taking these shenanigans from him tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode, and we will see y'all on the next episode of the Same Cast Different Day podcast.
This is Crystal B. Theo.
This is Theo.
We're out, everybody.
Oh my God!
Peace.
Oh my God!